All right, so we talked about the 8 squares that you should find inside the 5 by 5 dot grids, and we talked about how they were different by looking at their areas. But we also know that their side lengths are the same, and the big thing here in math is that we have to find out what their side lengths are and why this actually works. Why are they different? Why wasn't that one square the same as the other one? So we're going to take a look at this and do some notes together today. So at the top of your paper, I'm going to have you put notes. We're going to do writing. Actually, not writing, I guess. We'll do squares. We'll put area of squares and their side lengths. Okay, so that first square, I'm going to just take a look at maybe the 2 by 2. Okay, so you had a square that was a 2 by 2. This one was one of the easier ones. We know the area of this one and we know the side lengths because the side lengths are horizontal. It is 2 spaces long, 2 spaces tall. It's a 2 by 2, giving me 4 squares. So we know the side length here is 2 by 2. We know the area is 4 centimeter squares because 2 times 2 gives me 4. Or you can count the full squares. Okay, but what if I said, all right, here's the square. What's the side length? We know the side length is 2 because 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 times 2 gives you the area. Okay, let's look at one that was a little trickier. Let's take a look at this one, the one that was a 1 by 1, so we thought, but it was on a tilt. Okay, so we had that 1 by 1 square on a tilt. Okay, oops, oh my goodness. Let's see if I can draw this a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so this one wasn't a 1 by 1 because 1 times 1 didn't give me that area. If we take a look inside, we saw the area was not 1. This was 0.5, this was 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. The area here was 2. And this is not 1. A 1 by 1 is not 2. 1 times 1 is not 2. So what is the side length? What number can you multiply by itself to get 2? So I have a lot of people that did some guess and checks in the previous year. For example, they said, all right, well, if it's not 1, because 1 times 1 is not 2. 1 times 1 is 1. So then they were like, well, what is 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is not 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So it's got to be between 1 and 2. So they tried 1.5 by 1.5. Well, 1.5 times 1.5 gives me not 2. Let's try. So I'm going to have you put that down. 1.5 times 1.5 does not give me 2. 1.5 times 1.5 gives me 2.25. It's a little too big. So it's got to be smaller than 1.5. So then maybe we try 1.3 times 1.3 gives me 1.69, which is too little. So maybe we try 1.4 times 1.4, which gives me 1.96. Still too little. I'm looking for an area of 2, so it's got to be between 1.4 and 1.5. So maybe we try 1.45 times 1.45, and then we keep continuing this until this goes on. But I'm going to have you stop right here. Let's try maybe 1.41 times 1.41. 1.41 gives me 1.988, which is really close. So, I mean, we're getting an approximation here. So the thing is that the upright square gives me an exact area of 4, but here I'm getting an approximate area of 1.4, or 1 by 1.41 gives me a 1.98 for our approximate area of 2. Am I going to get exactly 2? Not this way, but I'm going to show you a way later. Okay, so if I look at this, the area is 2 centimeter squares. And we can see that 1.41 times 1.41 gives me approximately 1.9881, which is pretty darn close. And I'm sure we could probably get closer if we kept going. I'm not going to have us do that. So I'm going to say the side length is approximately 1.988 because 1.41 times 1.41 approximately equals 1.9881, or approximately equals 2. I'll put approximately equals 2 for our notes. Oops. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's look at the 8 here. So we had a square that looked like this. Also a tilted square when you look at the area. This one was different because it had an area of 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one had an area of 8 centimeter squares. Okay, so then you ask yourself, okay, well, what side length could you multiply by itself, length times width, to get 8? Well, 2 times 2 gives me 4, not 8. I need something bigger, so we try 3 times 3, which gives me 9. Oh, 9 is too big. Okay, so then we go in between 2 and 3, and it looks like 8's a little closer to the 9, so maybe I try 3.5 by 3.5. 3.5 by 3.5 gives me a 12.25. Not what I want, it's too big. So maybe I try something smaller. Oh, wow, I wanted between 2 and 3. So let's try 2.5 by 2.5, which gives me 6.25, not big enough. So maybe I try 2.7 times 2.7. Closer, 7.29. So then I try 2.8, 2.8. Gives me 7.84. Ooh, even closer. What if I did a 2.9 by 2.9? Oh, now we're too big. So it's got to be between 2.8 and 2.9. So again, we're getting into that situation where I could keep going and keep going. But the closest one we found so far was this 2.8 times 2.8 gives me the 7.84. We're looking for an area of 8. So I'm going to say the area is 8 centimeter squares, which gives us a close approximation. 2.8 times 2.8 gives me 7.84. Okay. So then the side length is approximately 2.8 something something something, because 2.8 times 2.8 approximately equals 8. Doesn't exactly equal 8, so it's approximate. We want to write approximate because it's not exact. Okay, so then what we're actually looking at is what we like to call this magical number called a square root. So I'm going to have you circle that, highlight that. The root of a number. The root of the square is the side length. And we have this fancy symbol for it. Looks like the dividing symbol, but has a little hooky thingy on it. This little symbol says the square root of. So I want you to find me the root of a square, the root of its area. And this means find a number. I'm going to put side length. That you can multiply by itself to find the number under the sign, which we know is the square's area. So like, for example, if I give us the square root of 25, the 25 happens to be the square's area, and I want us to find the root of it. I want us to find the side length. This is your area. So what is it? The side length. So if I have a square whose area is 25, well, the only number that you can multiply by itself to get 25 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So our side length is 5. So I'm going to circle that with a different number or a different color here. Oops. So this 25 is your area. The side length is 5 because 5 times 5 is 25. Also, we could think about negative numbers. We're not really going to talk about that when we're talking about squares, but negative 5 times negative 5 also gives me an area of 25, gives me a positive area of 25. So just keep that in mind.